Hello everybody, Toastbomb here. Today we're going to be talking about the new Halo 4 Dominion game type, but first I have to tell you that this is not my video. This is another person's video. This is GameSpot's video, in fact. So if you like what's on the screen and you want to go check out their videos, I'll put a link in the description for that if you want to do that. And please consider it, because without their video, this video would not be possible. Alright, so now for the Dominion mode. If you don't know, it's basically territories or domination from Call of Duty on steroids, where instead of just standing next to this dinky little flag for like 10 seconds, you go inside this base and capture it, and it can be fortified with turrets that shoot down the enemies and supplied with power weapons. Now, one of my favorite things about this game mode is that the initial capture barely takes any time to start. You walk up to a little control panel, hold a button for 1.5 seconds, and boom, starts capturing. And it takes about 15 seconds to capture. Another one of the good things about it is that you don't actually have to be in the base for it to capture. If you know nobody's going to be around, you can just boop, capture, and leave, and it'll start capturing itself on its own. Unlike territories or domination, where if you know nobody's going to be around, you can just sit on the flag and you have to wait, and you have to wait, and you have to wait, and you have to wait a little bit more. This keeps the action flowing a little bit better and allows you to keep on fighting. And then even if there is someone that you do know is going to attack, you only have to sit there at the capture spot where you're vulnerable for 1.5 seconds, and then you can go defend as you please. The one thing that actually concerns me a little bit about this game type, though, is that you need very specific map requirements to make it work. Clearly on Longbow there is 3 bases that are set up very clearly for this game type, but you know, something like Haven doesn't have that. So I'm hoping that you'll actually be able to make these maps in Forge, because you could not only just make some really awesome maps in Forge for this game type, but you could also tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting, where you could have one asymmetrical attacking kind of game type like they tried to do in Halo 3 with High Ground. That was the idea, was that one team would spawn on the beach and have to attack the people on the high ground. So you can make a map like that where there's just one base on top of this hill that you have to attack. And team captures that right off the start, and one team spawns at the bottom every time. They try to attack for like 5 minutes, and if they fail, they don't score a point. And then you flip teams. Something like that could be really, really interesting. Or you can even go straight up tower defense with it, where you'd have a map where like there'd be quite a few avenues of attack to the top of this hill where there'd be this base. And it would normally be basically impossible for one person alone to defend that base versus 7 people. But with the Dominion mode, that person could go into Forge, place the turrets where they want and where they think would be best, save the map, play it in a custom game, and then they would be the person at the top getting resupplies and have the turrets on their side while 7 other people attack his base. That could be really interesting and a ton of fun. And even on top of that, he could be using the auto sentry armor ability, which would allow him to place even more automated turrets to give him more backup. I could also potentially even see this used for like a zombies game type, where there's like a really, really vulnerable just base in just a flat ground, like the middle of nowhere. Like it's a scene from one of those movies where they're just in a circle, flat plane of grass, and they're shooting down zombies, and the zombies are slowly closing in on them. And you'd have like turrets lined on the outer circle of this really small area, and then people shooting down the zombies. And it would be just enough turrets to kind of defend off the zombies, but not enough to really save you. So I think that would be really interesting too. Just a sort of last stand situation. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe, because I post new Halo videos every day. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye.